Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 46 of Sonic Boom TV. This is a new vinyl slash ranking video. I got the idea of ranking albums off of other people's YouTube videos. I don't remember who. There's a couple people that do it. Thought it was a good idea. Only thing is I don't have like complete discographies of a lot of bands. I mean, I have some bands I have a lot of albums by, but just don't have everything. So I figured I would do it as rankings of anything that I have at least 4 albums or more of. But first thing up is Faster Pussycat Whipped. I got this. I was watching another guy, I think his name is JC, and he had mentioned I don't know if it's Real Gone Music. I don't know if I guess they're a label, but he had mentioned the Baton Rouge album and Britney Fox album that they had on there. Britney Fox was Bite Down Hard, and the Baton Rouge was Shake Your Soul, which I ordered that one. When I was on there, I was like, wait a minute, let me see what else they have. And I was going through, and it was like, holy crap, there's a lot of albums that I want on here. They weren't expensive. I think a lot of them were like $21.99. And I was like, well, I saw this, and I was like, I have to get this. This is one of my absolute favorite albums from the late 80s, early 90s. I guess this came out in 92. Now, I have this on CD as well. So, but it says never before on vinyl in the U.S. This is not even on Discogs yet. Featuring Nonstop to Nowhere, milky clear whipped cream vinyl pressing. I have no idea what that means. Limited to 2,000 copies. I've listened to this album so many times. It's not my favorite Faster Pussycat album, which you'll find out soon. But it is one of my favorite albums, though, as far as that style of music goes. Alright, so we got that open. Pull it out. Alright, we've got nice printed inner sleeve. That's great. Got the giant woman and picking up maybe Take Me Down or somebody. That looks to be lyrics. And the credits and stuff down there. So that's very nice, and it's slick paper, glossy. Now let's see what this clear milky vinyl is like. Yeah, this is what I was mentioning. If you watch my previous video for Record Store Day about clear vinyl not really being that clear, it's kind of milky, So we've got Elektra on the label, which is the original label, but it still says Real Gone Music as well. So that's pretty cool. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the CD out, and I want to compare and see if there's anything different. So it's the back cover is the same. Front cover, that's how mine came, like that. It didn't even it because it folds out as a poster. And so that's the poster of the CD. And then it's the same picture, but the lyrics are over the picture this time, and it's of course it's faded out. So I like it better on the new one because you get full black and white picture as opposed to the grayscale picture. And then we've got the credits and stuff over here. So it's basically the same thing. They front cover, they condensed it so it's it's the sides are black on the sides. They just kind of did that, but it's basically the same. So no big difference in the CD artwork and the cover. So now, what I own from Faster Pussycat. Saw them a few years ago. It was weird. I didn't even know they were coming. And then a friend of mine was working the door at Southport Hall. And he said, "Hey, man, Faster Pussycat is playing. Don't you like them?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I like them." And I said, "But I don't have any money today." He said, "Just come on, I'll get you in." Because he's working the door, you know. But I know the owner of the place, so I would have got in anyway. So I go over there, and it was, I don't remember who the first opening band was. I think there were three, and one of them might have been a local band. But the second band was Pretty Boy Floyd. And up until that point, which was a couple years ago, I never was into Pretty Boy Floyd. I never had anything by them. I might have heard a song or two, but never was into them. Well, I watched them play, and I was like, wow, they weren't that bad, you know? And so I bought their CDs, and they had two CDs. The original album, which is the one I remember, they the CD itself, I believe, looked like a legit CD, but the cover looked like they just printed off a home printer. I don't know, like, if they didn't have the rights to it or something happened to the covers. I don't know. But I got that one, and then they had another one that had like 20-something songs on it, so I got that one too. I think I've got two or three of their albums, and I really liked it. So I was impressed. So anyway, this was the album that they were touring for. It wasn't the original band. It was Tame Me Down, I think, was the only original member that was in it. He started doing more what do you call it, like industrial style stuff. That's what pushed Brent Muscat out, the guitar player, and he really needs to be part of Faster Pussycat to make Faster Pussycat exist. You know, it just doesn't work without him. They had a couple, like I think there's a live album and something else that I wasn't really interested in. You know, so I didn't get them. So that's why I only have four albums and an EP here. But you know, this wasn't too horrible of an album, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. There's maybe two songs that I'll think, all right, that's kind of Faster Pussycat. The best thing they did is at the very end, there's a thing called Bye Bye Bianca, which is for Bianca. She went by Bianca Butthole, as far as I know, for when she was in Butt Trumpet. But I think she's got another name. So anyway, it was like a tribute to her because she had died, which she had died not far from where I am right now. There's a bridge that's about maybe 2 miles away, and she got into a car accident there after a show or something. But anyway, so I've got that one. That's The Power and the Glory Hole. Then I've got Wake Me When It's Over. That's the one that they kind of got famous for. That has... oh man, what's the song now? It has Poison Ivy and House of Pain on it, which was probably their biggest hit. I'm not quite sure in numbers or anything, but that's the one everybody knows, and people generally like this the best. Then there's Live and Rare. Whipped is which one we've already saw, and the only version I have of this legitimately is the Faster Pussycat self-titled cassette. I've never seen it on CD anywhere. You know, as far as a store, I've seen it online. I've been tempted to buy it, but what happened was years ago, I think it was Walmart or somebody. They would, every time you bought something online, you would get points, and your points could be used for downloads or whatever, you know, whatever they had. I think you could get like gift cards if you had a certain amount, but you only needed a few points to get a song. And so I downloaded the Faster Pussycat album, MP3s, with that. Like, so I you know, I had enough points to get whatever it is, 10 songs or 12 songs, however many's on there, and I was able to do it. So that's how I have my MP3s of that. But otherwise, I don't have a CD or a record. I would love to get a record of it, but I don't know if that's been released or not. It's weird that they put out Whipped and not the other two. So maybe they have, and I just missed them. So anyway, let's rank these. So we've got 5 things. Now, I think this is to be expected. The Power in the Glory Hole. it's a cool cover. I like the cover. It's just not, it's not the same Faster Pussycat that we all loved and grew up with. This is a different thing. Funny thing is, like I said, when I went to see them, they had to cut the set short because the bass player, whoever he was at the time, blew his amp. And after the show, I was outside and I was trying to get some autographs, which I did. I have a poster somewhere. I don't know if it's hanging on the wall anymore. I think it got taken down because the frame cracked. But the guy asked me, "Hey man, you got any weed?" I'm like, "Dude, you're the rock star. If I was somebody that was going to be smoking weed or whatever, I'd be getting it from you. You wouldn't be getting it from me." And so he kind of laughed at that, and then he went on to the next guy and asked him if he had any weed. I don't smoke anything. Don't do any kind of drugs, any of that stuff. So that's number 5. So number 4, this may surprise you, is "Wake Me When It's Over." Love the songs on this. There's nothing wrong with this album. I don't really like that picture on the cover so much. I don't even know what it really is. It's a face of someone yelling, I guess. I don't know. But I just, this one wasn't exactly strong enough for what I wanted it to be, I guess. That's the only reason I can think of it. I like all the songs on it. There's not a bad song that I like, oh, I hate that song. It just wasn't as strong as the others. Now, you say, well, why would you put that before Live and Rare? Well, my reasoning for that, for making that number 3, is that it has Poison Ivy and House of Pain. They're edited versions, but they're not much edited. I don't know what the difference is on this. And Pulling Weeds as well. There's a live version of that. That was on here too. On it. So, and then there's Bathroom Wall, Slip of the Tongue, and Babylon on here as well. Live versions, and the Bathroom Wall is a remix. So I rank this a little higher because it's got 6 songs. They're all, hits as far as I'm concerned. So that works out to be a little better, even though it's not technically an album. And I remember, this is a Japanese pressing, and it's got the little obi strip thing. It's one of the few albums that I have that have one of those. And I dropped the thing. It came with just the inside is just that, but it came with a lyric sheet in English and Japanese, which was kind of cool. I found this in a bargain bin at place that they used to have Camelot Music. I think they were a national chain for a while, and it was in the mall. And they would always have like CDs on sale for like 50 cents and $1. And I believe I paid 50 cents for this long time ago. And it was probably pretty new. It's weird because it was an import, and it was a pretty popular band, but I guess it just got missed. And so I've had it since, pretty much right after it came out. I don't know what year it was. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it's probably late 80s, early 90s when that came out. As far as I know, it was kind of hard to find. So the next 2. We'll go with Whipped. That's my number 2 Faster Pussycat album. This is such a good album. It's just, there's a song on here called Mr. Love Dog, which is a tribute to Andrew Wood of Mother Love Bone. And the lyrics, like, I was listening to it the other day, and I was like, I wonder if there was some kind of beef between the Faster Pussycat and most likely Tame Me Down and Andrew Wood, because the lyrics are like this, now I'm not gonna be able to say it. He said, "You may have hated me, I don't know, but I loved the way you played your role. You couldn't stop to kick the jive. I left you kin with salty eyes. Hey, Mr. Love Dog, you will always be the one back home that could have had it all. So it sounds like there was something between these two, or even the bands, that they were on bad terms, but there was a lot of respect for them. So I thought that was, when I heard that, I remember writing a report in college about Seattle grunge stuff, because we got to pick a subject, and that was one of the subjects, and I grabbed it as soon as it came up, and I included that. I don't know whatever happened to that paper, but it had all kind of stuff. I did so much research on that stuff. But there's a lot of other stuff. The Nonstop to Nowhere was the biggest hit on this. But I just really, really love this album. It's one of my favorites. That being said, #1 Faster Pussycat album is Faster Pussycat. I got this in college. I got it before I was in college. I listened to it. It came out in '87, I believe. Yeah, '87. And with the opening of Babylon, with the pussycat thing, just like the first time I played that, I believe I was in my aunt's house, and I had the stereo. I didn't play it loud, but it was loud enough that if somebody was listening, they could have heard it. And I was like, "Oh God, I don't know what they're gonna think I'm listening to in here," but they're not gonna be happy with it, because it's your aunt and stuff, and they're not probably into that kind of talk. But anyway, this one had "Don't Change That Song," "Bathroom Wall," funny song, Babylon, "Shooting You Down," "City Has No Heart," "Ship Road." Man, every song on here is great. Actually, every song on this one and Whipped are just, to me, they're awesome. So that's my ranking. So like I said, it's #5, "Power in the Glory Hole." #4, "Wake Me When It's Over." #3, "Live and Rare." #2, "Whipped." And #1, Faster Pussycat. So anyway, that's my first rankings video of albums. I thought that might go over well with a few people. And let's get out of this video, and that's it.